Okay, it looks like I'm live. I'm just going over to YouTube so I can see things the way everybody else sees them. Okay, let's put us on live chat. Maybe if it's going to do it. Hello, Susan. How you doing? Hi, Betty. Oh boy. So as you can see, I have a mess on my ironing board. It's a big mess. It's a great big, huge mess. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. It is Tuesday. Where does the time? Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to anybody that celebrates that Hallmark made holiday. I didn't realize it was Valentine's Day until like halfway through the day. Hi, Sherry, and Betty's here. Yeah, I know, right? I'm strolling out of my room this morning, and they're like, it's snowing. I'm like, shut the front door. And I go look, and yep, it wasn't sticking to the ground, but it was snowing. Cute little snow flurries, but it was so cold. What I woke up to was the wind howling. It is or at least it was earlier, very, very windy. So we have this giant pile of stuff. Well, we don't. I have a giant pile of stuff that I have slowly been, picking up from various places in my room. Okay, we might look at that later. I have a Mantra Wellness. This is our Viking ship for our pirate M&M. Don't ask me why, but I feel like that is the perfect ship for that M&M. Must be nice. I did not want to get out of bed. I was like, it's warm and toasty in here, and I can hear the weather out there. And then I was looking for these. These are the 20-pound paper and the ledger size. Is it 20 or is it 24? No, it's 20. And I was like, I thought it was out. I'm not. I just, had it in a pile. So I'm gonna pile some things up in individual piles, and then I'm gonna put them away. It just needs to be done, man. Yeah, I looked around here today, and I'm like, this is just getting to be too much, Okay, that's a miscut, so we need to put that in the miscuts. Might use it later. Look at that fun grungy paper. So that came out of my personal stash. That goes back in the legal paper pile, which is over on the bookshelf. These two. I have some great grungy papers. I like light grunge. For writing journals and stuff. The heavy grunge is great for other stuff, but I don't like it in my writing journals. And then avert your eyes, Susan. I found pink stuff. Okay, that needs to go over here. That's for the Christmas. I need to look through that. Let's see. So we've got some, that is the Falling Leaves, a couple of 20-pound sheets. Now that's a 20-pound, that's a 32-pound ledger. Just random. This is why I could not find the found some eggplant with the colored stuff in the back because that's a different part of the filing cabinet. Yeah. So that explains the day I was looking for the big ledger size paper, why I couldn't find it, because I was almost certain I had some. However, I had not put it away, and that would be, I'm a piler. I put things in piles, and then I fail to put the piles away. Hey, Rebecca, Krabby's in the house. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Anybody do anything disgustingly cute today? Right now we're just sorting a pile of paper into colored and tea or coffee dyed. That's been hanging out in my room for 97 years. Okay, that needs to go with that stuff over there. I think that might be some gray, and there's more pink. I was looking for pink for something else the other day, and I couldn't find it. Okay. Adria. Sounds about right. Oh, did I show you guys this? This is a ledger size, but it's graph paper. So it's got the big box and it's divided into little boxes. I don't know if that's coming out on the screen or not. Let me see. It's very faint, but it's there. Nope. Maybe if I get it closer. Closer. There, now you can kind of see it. Elle found a pad scaventuring, and normally she keeps that stuff for herself, but this time she handed it over, and I'm holding it over for some glue books and some journals I want to make. But I got a whole pad of it. Super exciting. We do need to get it filed away so that when I want it, I'm not like, now what pile is that in? Pile's starting to get heavy. So now we'll break it out over here. We'll put the tea dyed in one pile and colored in a different. So that after the live, I can go straight over to the ironing board or to the filing cabinet. We found a damaged piece. Oh, that's so sweet. Congratulations, Roseanne. That is awesome. You went to the foot doctor and got your taxes. Sherry's like, I'm practical. I'm getting this stuff done. All important things you got to keep. Foot health is very important. And taxes, you can't shirk on your taxes. Because Uncle Sam will surely get his share, won't he? Okay, so I'm looking for the rest of those. Whoa. That goes with these books. Oh, I found some stuff I've been looking for. Woohoo! Okay, so this is stuff that needs to be counted out for. These are those book pages from some of you may remember when I showed these. Oops. These and the book pages inside. Well, these are the dyed book pages. And this is one of the tip-ins that was in it. There are probably about, I think over all of the books I got, I think there are maybe 8 or 10. Ooh, I was looking for those. Woo-hoo. So yeah, these are how the pages came. I got them pretty grungy, actually. in parts. And then they still have the underlying kind of green tint to them. So I'm happy about that. That's a map piece. Maps. Okay. That's all stuff to be counted out later. So I don't think anybody here did anything special for Valentine's Day. I don't think Mike and Els do like Valentine's Day stuff. Or they might save it for his regular days off, which will be Saturday and then the following Monday and Tuesday. He was off today, but he had to go run errands. Okay, so that's all. That needs to go up to the garage. Damaged piece. My grandson got me a small bouquet. Aw, that's sweet. Well, it's good that he's feeling better. Kids are so resilient, aren't they? Then I had to find a good place to store this map that I showed you guys before. There's the back side of it. But I think that would look really great in a big book, don't you think? I think it's awesome-tastic. But it won't fit in the filing cabinet, and I don't want to fold it again. Okay, so this is all stuff that needs to be sorted through and counted out. There's the rest of that. I've been looking for you. Okay. Now I need to put that in a safe place. Right there. I can see you from here. Well, I found some yellow dot matrix paper. I love this orientation. We don't find this one that often. Some purple wax deli paper. That's exciting. Bits and bobs. A little bit on there. Want some stuff onto the floor. Yay. And I have the hiccups. Okay, let me grab the stuff off the floor. Well, she's got it figured out. She's taking good care of that puppy. Okay, I want to save those out for the project. Okay, those need to go outside. Those are getting filed away. Ooh, flat sacks, tea-dyed. I think those are mine. Those are everywhere. I have those every freaking where. Some more yellow index cards. Those will go out to the garage to be sorted. Into goodie packs. I think those came out of the last sale. So let's see. Did anything exciting happen? Steno papers that need to be filed away. That's all legal paper that needs to be filed. I've got a piece of a ledger. Other pieces of ledger. Oh, and I found a whole bunch more of these in a box out in the garage waiting to be dyed. So I'm going to do a few more tea dyed and then I'm going to save some for colors. These are the giant desk blotters. I think they're not quite legal sized, but they're fun and they're a nice weight. Good for the larger journals. I was looking for graph paper, which I did find. Okay, legal size paper. And I found them in there. I thought I was all out of them. So I was super excited to find some more to dye. I found some onion skin, a few pieces of onion skin. That's exciting. Like 3 pieces of onion skin I didn't know I had. There's some of those dyed memo papers. And some more Columnar paper. Okay, that needs to be dyed. That needs to go in the drawer. Those need to be sorted out and counted. I think I'm going to put this shipper's export declaration in my serial killer journal. So I'm going to put that aside. And I did find a little bit of graph paper. Like a couple of sheets. I want to keep that out. I think those actually go in the... That's a scrap piece. I think these are out of my serial killer box. They're the lab forms. Like, let me read it. It's like a diagnosis paper and keeping track of labs and stuff. So I thought those might be fun for the serial killer. And then I found scraps that I cut off. And I found my stash of graveyard dirt and warm cocoa flat sacks and some index cards. Okay, that needs to... I don't know where that needs to go yet. That's for when I'm gluing stuff. Okay, I know where that goes. That goes in the shipping it out pile. For tomorrow. Okay, and look, there's some more of the that grid paper. That's for shipping out. Okay, so that needs to go over there. I found my giant Webster's new, it's like, it's almost like newsprint paper. It would be super great for collage, and I think it would tea dye nicely. But yeah, it has that kind of newsprint feel to it. What's the date on it? And it's falling apart. The cover's coming off it. Let's see. 1984. The year of Big Brother. Okay. Those go up there. Oh, I had a place where those went. 9x9 baking sheets. Christy Biddleston a while back, like a while back. Got some cut-offs. Chipboard. Probably from Carla. That's a gift from Miss Carla, which I will use probably next year because I had forgotten about this before I found it, first of all. So I'm going to put it up in the bookcase of my daily things up here. Hey, Ann, how you doing? So a while back, Christy Biddleston was making wrapping paper out of, I found my tracing paper. Okay, that needs to go in a special spot. I don't know what to do with that yet. Where she used the big sheets that you get of packaging, like the craft packaging, but also some deli paper and some other things, just some big sheets. I find this would probably also work on, when you pull the pattern out of a pattern thing, there's the instruction sheet in there, and it usually folds out, and it's a big piece. You could do it with that. But she had cut apart like some plastic bags like this, and she was painting onto it and then blotting it on the paper, and it created a really neat effect. So I saved up This is just one. I can put it with the other ones. A few of those. It just look like fun and a fun way to package some stuff up, you know. Some more lab sheets. I found my shining fabric, guys. Now that needs to go in the fabric bin. Okay. That is. I think I'm going to cut this apart and make a little Mighty Mouse journal. Just like a little notebooky thing, not like a whole decorated Mighty Mouse journal. Colored paper. Okay, that needs to go inside the closet in the pile of books I've read. Oh, I'm saving these. These are placemats that were tea dyed. You know those like Tuesday morning placemats? They got piled in a pile, under a pile, under a box, under a box, under a pile, under some stuff. But I think Els had bought some of these. Oh, and I found some other paper. Oh, this is damages. Okay. That'll go in the damages box. But I have like one of a couple different designs. I tea dyed them all up. I think they'd make a nice super lightweight cover for just a writing book, you know. Yeah, I love the Mighty Mouse. And of course it's got some of my hair on it, which no place in here where there's not. I know, right? They're such a good weight. It's because they're, you know, a lot of times you buy placemats and they're super thin, and I do love those. Those do have, you know, they're very useful in journaling and collaging and stuff. And I love to dye them. So I think I'm going to stick this Mighty Mouse in there too. And that needs to go in my projects in progress file. Okay. Okay, and then there's just random collage stuff, and okay, that needs to go out to the recycle. So let's put that over there by the door. I started to make a goodie pack and never got finished with it, so that needs to go over there. And then it should become clear with the amount of maps that I've had in all of these piles. Okay, those are grungy. That's for a different purpose. That I really enjoy dyeing maps. Oh, I found another piece of onion skin. Woo! So I wanted specifically this one for my, this is of Houston, Harris County. So I'm going to put that over there. I keep pulling it out and then it winds up in a pile. That's what happens. I also like the look of this piece of map too. See if I can tell where it is. I can tell what state it is. Indian Rocks Beach. Maybe in California. Bardmore Golf Course. I don't know. I like the way it looks though. That's what happens once you tear them apart. To dye them. Sometimes I don't know what state it's from. Right, that goes with the tea dyed stuff. Hang on to it. I need like a magnifying glass and a jeweler's, one of those jeweler's eye things. So these are actually 4A. Look at that. This is part of the stuff I'm going to send to Rosemary if she still wants to trade for some placemats. It's part of the reason I started gathering up all the piles, because I have, that one's not particularly grungy, but these ones are. So let's put that in the grungy pile for the just in case. I think that came out of, okay. And then, you know, I use these for various things. So I have a whole file for those. So we'll put that over there so we can put that in the file. I love doing the Cliff Notes for just an easy peasy single signature journal. It's a fun size just for taking notes and stuff. I have a whole pile of those, but those need to go up here in my, hey, upcycle this stuff pile. And then this is that fall leaves photorealistic paper that I need to put it with all of my other fall paper. Somehow it wound up all by itself. Okay, and then we've got various collage pieces we never bothered to put away, which is what the creepy doll is about. Okay, so these can go back in the file cabinet. Tell me she's not a little creepy. If we cut her out, look at the size of her head compared to her body. I wonder what kind of doll it is. Blythe is the trademark of Hasbro. But it doesn't say what. I don't know what kind of doll it is, but her name is Blythe. B-L-Y-T-H-E. Okay, let's get our collage stuff all in sort of one place. Those words are for my personal journal. Okay, that needs to go out with the fabric. That needs to go in the coffee can. As do those. And that needs to go back in the serial killer file. I didn't either. I bought those at this thrift store. We find them sometimes at the Deseret Industries. Like I'll find 5 or 6 at a time. And as long as they don't have highlighting in them, I dye the pages. And because they dye well and they take color pretty good. And tea or coffee. So once they're gutted, I'll mix up the pages and I'll dye them and I'll put them in the store in my Etsy shop. But I just love the size, not for writing and for my journal, like my actual writing journal, but I love them for taking notes, and they're a good size if you have a big purse or a backpack that you cart around with you. You know, for lists and writing down snippets of conversations and being a general PETA in life. You know, it's my jam. Okay, so that's for the serial killer right there. I need to cut those eyes out. Okay, so these I need to get pictures of. I took apart, it's a sheet. Unfortunately, it was a synthetic sheet, but it's got little tiny Eiffel Towers and roses on it. And it's weirdly textured. It could be from ripping the fabric, but I think it was already had some texture on it. It was new. It was still had its original tags on it, but you can see right here it's got little flowers and little tiny Eiffel Towers. So I cut it into 3 different sizes. This is about so there's like this size, and then there's there it went. There's like a 1-inch size, and then I cut one that's about 8 inches, you know, for spines and stuff. I thought I'd pop them in the shop and see how they do. They're lightly tea dyed, but it's synthetic fabric, and it is hard to dye synthetic fabric. Next time I will use probably a very watered down brown or gray synthetic fabric dye. Rit makes one, and I think Tulip makes one as well. Okay, this is actually for somebody. this pile of goodies. So we're going to drop that right down in front of the ironing board. And then look at me. I did a bad, terrible thing, ladies. I left my serial killer journal out. So let me grab those things that are for the serial killer journal. Now, she's not for the serial killer journal because she's just for the creepy file, for our creepy collage. But I do want to put these in there. And I think I want a little bit of grid paper. And this 10 squares per inch is my favorite. It's a green tint paper to begin with. And I wanted to put this in there. Okay, I think that's some of the lab stuff there. All right, I think that's all the things. So we'll just slide those in the cover for right now, along with these pieces of file folder that I still have left, and this picture, and this giant half of the file folder. We'll probably use it in the back or somewhere else. Okay, I found some trash. That's exciting. I never used a Cliff Notes to study because I think the teachers know. Even in college, I think they know when you've read the Cliff Notes as opposed to reading the actual book. And my big bugaboo is watching the movie instead of reading the book. Because the movie can be so very, very, very different from the book. So let's put that over there with the shining fabric, shall we? Yes, let's. Okay, then I had these things to show you. I actually meant to order the original, not the new, Earth from Above, 365 Days. I just got this past week. I think it came on Saturday or Friday. Maybe Thursday. I think there are 3 versions of this right now. There are at least these 2, the Earth from Above and the new Earth from Above. So obviously I didn't get it for the first part of the year. Like I haven't had it since January. I just got it last week. And there's like a page a day. So here's January 22nd. And this is an industrial farm west of Cottbus, Brandenburg, Germany. And it gives even the coordinates. And then it'll tell you something about it. Now the book, I couldn't find an exact date, but they're quoting stuff. I think this is around 2010 that this was published. So the information's out of date because it said by 2056, the world population would be 9 billion. And we're already there. Hey, Janice. We already have passed 9 billion. We passed it earlier. We passed it last year. So some of the information is inaccurate. And I'd love to go back and find, on some of the stuff I've read so far. Like I started on February the 11th. I hope I didn't start there. Yeah, so I've been using it. I've been reading the little blurb every day because I love the pictures. I love aerial photography, But I've been using it as a grateful journal. So this one is a grand piano and a flower bed in Nyon, Switzerland. And then this is in Senegal. So, and this is up to today. This is the marshes in Rio de la Plata in Buenos Aires, Argentina. In the province of Buenos Aires. But it says, this is all about the fishing stocks and what this area does for, for their fishing industry and stuff. And now so many people live on the lake, it's changed. They used to have seals and other animals come, and penguins come and swim in the bioluminescent waters. And now it's so populated and it's polluted and it's diminished. Uh, so it's a little bit depressing, but I love the photographs. When you just think about the toll we take on the earth. But I thought it might be a good use of the book. So I've kept up with it since I started on the 11th. But this was the book I was looking for. And I finally found it. Oh, I found another collage piece. So it's called The Book of the Hand. I believe it's from the 70s. Let me check. 1965. So I happened to find it on Thrift Books. I got very lucky. But I thought and I don't know where I put it. This is a terrible thing to say. I had it in my hands earlier. Hold the phone. For the waterfall book, the one we're going to work on together. How you doing, Miss Janice? Because we're kind of making it a magical love gone wrong thing. I thought it might be fun to do some palmistry stuff in it. Now I've got my hands on it. I'm going to have trouble because I want to read it, But I'll look for a second copy. Because this one was like, I think it's on Amazon for $30 or $40, but I think I got this off Thrift Books, and it was an acceptable copy. It's got some damage to the cover. You can see here. The binding is a little loose, and it has that skew where it sat with other heavier things. So it's been pushed kind of that way. So it leans that way a little bit. But look at the pages are matte. Look at all these fun palm prints. And so I thought this might be, and I won't use a ton of pages for the magical Love Gone Wrong journal, but I'll definitely be getting a second copy. So, and I've never studied much about palmistry, so, but I kept the dust jacket. This is the shape it came in. I didn't make it like this. It was already like this. You can see it's got some tape and some cracking. So I'll probably put that away on until I use it for something else. But I was very excited. And it's one of those cloth books, So it can definitely be repurposed. What do you guys think? We should use it in the magical Love Gone Wrong waterfall journal when we work on it? I'm going to pop over and double check my email. I'm expecting an email. You guys will give me just a second. And I have the hiccups. Woohoo! It happens. It's from all the talking and not stopping to breathe enough. Just yap, 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 yap. Like a barky dog. I never know when to stop. So the boys were here this weekend. They were very, very mild comparative to what they usually are. Dude was working on a diamond painting, and Buggy went out with Pop to the firing range, and they were policing up some brass and measuring for Elsa's Hello Kitty debacle. They're going to blow up Hello Kitty one of these fine days. Not too. I just threw that water, just fell right off that board. It went nope. Nothing like doing that and having to go, oh, hell no. We're not putting up with you. Just for that, I'm going to drink it as soon as I get it off the floor. Yeah, he's built the, he made this big cardboard thing, and then he painted Hello Kitty on the front. And it's a very good likeness of Hello Kitty. He used a projector thing, and then he painted it, and he outlined it. He was full on man crafting. He's got the, I forget what it's called, the tannerite for blowing it up. He's been mathing that. And then Arlene sent Els stuff. It's about this, like from the top to the bottom. It's about that big. A little tiny stuffed Hello Kitty. Like if you sat it up, it'd be that tall. But if you laid it on its back. And he did some surgery on it. And I hate to say it, but he stuffed a lot of tannerite up poor Hello Kitty's butt. And she'll never be the same. But they're going to blow up the Hello Kitty picture and the Hello Kitty doll. It's part of her celebration for hitting 1,000 subscribers. She's been saying she wanted to blow up Hello Kitty for well over a year. So she is super excited. I am not going to go see it live. I'm going to watch the video with everybody else. I think she's going to do it as a premiere. And they went out to measure where they're going to put it. Because, boom. No, nobody can be near them. And if, and they don't want to have it around a bunch of other people and stuff. So they have to go do all the logistics on that. Mike is very, very, very excited about blowing stuff up. I think he's found a new hobby. He enjoys all the preparation, I don't think it matters that it's Hello Kitty to him personally. I think he's just happy to be able to blow something up. Maybe it's a man thing. They're going to go out on BLM land and do it well out of the city and all that. It's not like we're blowing up Hello Kitty in the backyard. It would upset all the animals in the area, And we don't want to do that. That's no bueno to all the animals. We're going to go scare wild animals. Wild, I guess. There's a lot of people that shoot out there. So I am guessing that when there are people about the wild animals, stay well away from them. But yeah, cute little Hello Kitty doll. Gonna blow it to smithereens. I have no personal stake in Hello Kitty one way or the other. I do have a Bad Kitty wallet though, that I got at the Sanyo store at the Arizona Mills Mall 8,900 years ago. Back in the day. Okay. Come on, do your thing. So let's move those off, and I think we'll have, let me look at the time. Yeah, we haven't been on for an hour yet because I didn't come on until 6:15. Oh, and there's, I'll come get it when I'm done, Sandy. Thank you. Yes, it would be a jalapeno popper. Sandy makes them, and they are delicious. So let me move these out of the way. And let's grab a couple of magazines that I have conveniently on the other side of the ironing board. Okay. Old Town and Country. Yeah, there's a cheese puff in this bag. That's not good. Just a random cheese puff out in the wall. We've got a food magazine from Christmas time at some point. And a Martha Stewart Living. I think that ought to... at long last, I have found the truth. Okay. Let me just put that in a safe place. And going back around the ironing board. Now the question is, does Amy know where her scissors are? I think I do. I think they're under this basket of stuff, which is heavy. Yep, a pair of scissors. 2 pairs of scissors even, just in case. You know how this goes. Yes, always safety first. Mike is very much about safety. While he is a man and he does like to blow things up, he wants to keep all his fingers, you know. He's pretty set on keeping all the digits. Okay, so we have the Town and Country from May 2022. We have this Martha Stewart Living magazine from October 2019. October 2000. Or this food magazine from December 2015. Anybody have a preference where we start murdering the magazines at? Let me also get my bottle of water that I threw on the floor. Town and Country, you got it. Can we go now? All right, we're taking that right off the bat. All right, so we'll move these other ones off over here. So we have room for our piles, for our trash pile and our save it pile. Well, not trash, recycle. We just brought in the recycle a little while ago and the trash. Tuesday is our pickup day. Tuesday morning. All right, so let's move that out of the way. And probably those. And off we go. Okay. We're in the ads. We're in the ads. I started keeping some of these ads where they're in the water, where it's kind of ambiguous. Maybe that's a dead body, you know. Maybe we need that for our criminal journal. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut around it so that it can just go straight into the pile. It could also be used in creepy collage in our creepy collage sessions, or I could not hold it in place and we could cut all over the place. Here's 2. I feel like Can We Go Now is such a teenager thing. Can we go now? Such like a 13-year-old thing to say. I kind of dig that watch face. Let's do the watch face. So we'll just cut out the watch. We don't need to keep the whole page just for that one thing. Let's see. I think this is, nope, that's all one. There's like a infinity pool there. It's like right up to the edge. But I think we'll just take this portion for our summer journal. And maybe we can cut this one down a little bit and use it in the summer, in our summer glue book. Also an older person thing to say. Yeah. I could see that as like a couples who are exasperated with you. Can we just go now? Said with an eye roll either way. You know? Oh my God, can we just go now? Okay. Maybe I'll leave a little bit of that landscape in there. That way you can see like the lamp doesn't get cut off. And then we'll cut just a little bit of this off. Make it a little bit shorter. Easier to manage for even though we have a big glue book, we have to still be mindful of how big our images are. No, I think you're right. I think it's definitely like a couples who have been together a long time kind of thing. Do I want any of this for the background? I'm kind of digging that. Let's we're not going to wind up with much of it just because we got to still tear the edges. But it's black and white and kind of fun. So we'll see what we can get. Oops. Well, that was kind of fun. Just kind of went its own way. Woo! So obviously it snowed here this morning. We had flurries all morning long. Probably until around, I want to say, I didn't go look around this time, but I think around 1 or so, I think is when it kind of was over in the early afternoon. And the wind was just whipping out there. I just totally did not want to get out of bed. But it was like 40 degrees outside. You know, between 38 and 40. So it wasn't sticking. But it did snow in Las Vegas. Which people say it does that in Phoenix. Like when I lived in Phoenix, they're like, oh, about every 10 years. I never saw it snow in Phoenix. But now I can say I've seen it snow in Las Vegas. How's everybody? It was 70 degrees yesterday, y'all. We were outside going, gosh, today is a nice day. And we cursed it somehow. I'm pretty sure we're the reason it snowed. All the little tiny pieces. Okay, I still think I want these as crowns. I know I took them once before, but I'm going to go ahead and take them a second time. Yeah, we went out without a jacket. I was wearing a very lightweight shirt because we went out to the thrift store, or not the thrift store. We went to, I always needed something at Hobby Snobby. Well, we're definitely getting her eyeballs, right? And we might take her hands as well. I got to think about hands right now. And we'll need those lips definitely for the lip collage. So let's just slide her right into the serial killer journal, which is sitting up here. Oh, there's the lips, kind of. Just say that maybe we want to use that. I mean, it's strictly speaking, it's not somebody's lips, but it's lips. You know what? We'll take it, and we don't have to use it if we don't like it. Better safe than sorry. Just say the word. Woohoo! We're keeping that part. Okay. They've squished the perfume into her boobs. I love this shape. I think I have cut this out, and it doesn't go like, that's the smelly part. We're putting that over there. But I love the shape of the, I think because I want to turn it into a people. Like, I want that to be the neck, and there should be some arms, and I think that's what's happening. Just want to turn it into something else. Well, that was special. I think it might be time to cut that. Oh, so I did get, I'll show you what I got at Hobby Lobby here at the end of this magazine. If somebody reminds me when I hit the end of this magazine, I got a Tim Holtzy thing. Can you believe it? Yeah, we were outside. We were loving it. We were sitting out in the backyard. We went to the store. After I spent 9 years. You know, I think I want this man's arm with the, I think that's a twill jacket. Give me some. I know it's because of the Rolex, but I just kind of like, I think I want that in a collage. So, I'm trying to avoid keeping whole pages because we're going to have probably over the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 of our collage sessions, or not our collage, but our harvest sessions will be out of previous harvests. Because, as Susan said, you need to quit harvesting. I found a lot of stuff while I was. The importance of being idle. Early retirements, flexible hours, less drama. That's definitely for my personal journal. I believe in idle time. I think as much as it's good to be busy, it is good to have time to do nothing as well. Okay. I think we would just want her eyeball. Uh-oh. Let me grab that. 7:15. Do we know where our brains are? I haven't got a clue where my brain is. It explains so much about my life, right? Okay. So let's have a look at, let's see what tomorrow's weather's. I was supposed to go for a walk this morning. Nope. Nopity nope nope. I was like, well, I've been trumped by Mother Nature. I am not going out in the snow for a walk. I want the word revenge. Come on, go do what I want you to do. It says it's 42 right now. So we will take the word revenge. tomorrow, 32 in the morning. Ooh, because I wanted to get up around 8 o'clock and then go for a walk. Let's see what's if it tell me what time it's going to be. What temperature it's going to be at 8 o'clock. Maybe it will tell me something. She could be fun to fussy cut out in her swimmy suit. Okay. That'll look weird on a collage for sure. Okay. So let's see. Windy in the morning, cold with plenty of sunshine. Night 32. I want to see hourly. How cold is it going to be at 8 in the freaking morning? No, I don't want to look at your ad. Just tell me what I want to know. Okay. Nope, you're not going to do it. All right, be a jerk. Well, we may be walking in the afternoon then. Because I don't know. Do we want to cut her out? It's like weird. She's kind of floating on the page. Do we want to fussy cut her and stick her in some other stuff? Let's take it for now because it's an unusual image. You know, like you don't usually just see people floating. Nebraska wants you to hearken back to a time when people said things like hearken back. Eyeballs. Okay, let's put that with the serial killer book. I don't think I need any of that. I'm not going to die if I don't have it. Although we will take... Spring is coming. And we'll be doing at least a little bit of spring journaling. So let's take some of this pink and take some for making backgrounds and stuff in case we need to. You can get some little pieces off here. So we'll probably collage roll tomorrow. Well, at least it'll be in the 40s or 50s then. So I think we'll go, you know, I'm still going to probably get up around 8 and have breakfast and stuff. But I think between 12:30 and 1 is a good time for a walk. So there is that. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow will be Happy Mother. Oh, Mother's Day is coming up, huh? May is the Mother's Day month. Yep, and they put Chanel sample in there that we're not going to smell. Because I think even if the perfume smells good, when they put it on that sample card in the magazine, something happens. I think I want that watch face too. Okay. Hey, we've got some little crystals over here. Oh, and we got some purple. You can get a couple pieces of that for. You know what? I've been going to Instagram, not every day, but several times a week. I guess several people in my feed are doing fodder school, and I have collage fodder envy. They are making some awesome stuff. This has the shadow of the jewelry in it, or the reflection, and I don't want. That could be for a summer journal. So let's cut that down. I'll only keep the part that we need. Cut the rough edge off. I'm trying to start taking a walk every day. I packed on. I haven't lost or gained any weight in a really long time. But I packed on about 12 pounds since Thanksgiving. So it's time to make some changes. Because I was already 235 eyeball. And so now I weigh, well, between 230 and 235. I weigh 145 right now. And giant donut, you know we're taking that. Well, I was determined not to get a hole. Do you guys mind if I fussy cut this out real quick? Or at least like do a rough? I'll have to take a giant donut. Makes me so happy. What was I saying? Well, I've lost my train of thought. Because it doesn't help my breathing issues or does not make money. Oh, dog. We could use that in the Halloween blue book, you know. There's always that kind of omen vibe going on. Now, do we want the creepy lady in the dress? Probably. Okay. Oops, I do want the word dream, though. All right, so let's keep this one out for the collage roll tomorrow. I think that's a good one. Oh, and maybe this one too. That's kind of fun. You know, I try to take a little bit out of each magazine for the... Oh, no. It's Gilligan's Island. We have to keep that for the collage roll, don't you think? Gilligan's Island. Oh, we should take a life in exile for sure. It's a little big, but... And the A. We'll take the A too. Eyeballs. Well, I think we have to have horror show. And yes, college admissions can be quite the pita. We want the word curse. This was a good choice. We found some good stuff in it. Let's keep that for our collage roll as well. And then I'll throw them on the floor. Perfect. So tomorrow we'll collage roll. But also I think this one. But just the picture part, I think. I don't think we necessarily need the wordy part. Barbarians of the High Tea. Oh yeah, we're taking that for the... That's got to go on the collage roll. That's a nice black and white picture. Let's maybe take that for the collage roll as well. All right, let's throw the hard part away. Okay. Let's see how we're doing for time. How about pardon me. All right. So we've been on an hour and 12 minutes, and I have jalapeno poppers waiting for me. So I'll let you know how my walk goes. I will be live. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so that means after Rosemary. I may do one of those other magazines, but that's not bad for a town and country. That's pretty good. We got some words. We got some interesting pictures. A little bit of collage fodder. Some stuff for the summer journal. And a giant donut. You know, what's not to love about that? So I'm going to let you guys go for tonight. But I will be live at 8:15, around there. You know, around the time Rosemary wraps up. I usually come on about 15 minutes after she's done. So thank you guys for spending a little time with me. Thanks for the thumbs up, the thumbs down. Whatever fingers you might have gestured my way during the stream. It's all appreciated. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. And that's going to be at the end. Good night, Janice and Sherry and Sandra and Roseanne and Anne. Thanks for coming and spending a little time with us. And Adria, if you're still here, and Hottie and Susan, if you're still awake. I believe that is, well, Hottie and Susan are Popo and Betty. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. And that is the end. Maybe. Where's the end? There's the end button. The end.